Coming up on the list, Dad needs a brewski. This Father's Day, give the gift your dad will love, beer gadgets. Plus, move over, unicorns. We're going to the dark side. Your favorite foods are going goth. But first, confusion at the drugstore. Why are they banning certain sunscreens? The answers are at the top of our list right now.
Have you heard about this? CVS just announced they'll no longer sell sunscreen with SPF lower than 15. This whole sun protection thing is pretty complicated, but we've got the naked truth about what to buy to save your skin and your money. SPF 30, 50, 100, we're crunching the numbers with Sunblock 101 at the top of our list.
The FDA recommends a 15 or higher to prevent skin cancer.
And that's the reason why CVS isn't offering anything lower. And dermatologists like Dr. Amina DeLuca don't want you to get burned.
If you apply something lower than a 15, you're really not protecting your skin.
So first, get the most effective sun protection factor, or SPF.
The difference between an SPF 8 and 30 is significant. However, the difference between a 30 and say 100, you can even find 110 products out there now, is marginal.
SPF 30 blocks 97% of the big bad UVB rays, while 50 blocks 98.
So you can waste your money on the higher stuff if you want to, but it's really not going to help you as much.
Okay, so we're covered with UVB, but what about those pesky UVA and infrared rays?
All these types of light and rays can contribute to premature aging, wrinkles, sun damage, and even skin cancer.
Dr. DeLuca says to look for the words broad spectrum on the bottle. That covers, well, that spectrum of rays.
How about non-chemical sunscreens?
Next up, there's so much hoopla about mineral versus chemical sunscreens.
So there's been some theoretical concerns that chemical sunscreens can be harmful, potentially dangerous because of hormone disruptions. However, there's no current data indicating that it's harmful for human use. So currently we believe that they are safe.
Chemical sunscreens absorb UV rays and basically kick them back out to protect you.
The mineral sunscreens contain zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. These are physical barriers. They sit on your skin's surface and they reflect the sun's rays.
Also good. So is one better than the other?
The most important thing is that you're using your sunscreen. Mineral, chemical, just use it.
Next, use sunscreen the right way.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm just putting on my sunscreen. You know, like Mommy does every morning.
But how much should we slather on?
That's it. That's what you need. You need 1 shot glass amount or 1 ounce for your entire body.
And another important tip?
You should be reapplying your sunscreen every 90 minutes.
Next up, Dr. DeLuca's got a sunscreen secret. There's no such thing as 100% waterproof.
It's not completely waterproof, it just stays on your skin a little longer. Some labels will say water resistant for 40 or 80 minutes, so you should be reapplying the 40 every 40 minutes if you're going to be in the pool that whole time, or for the 80 minutes every 80 minutes.
And finally, expiration dates.
Sunscreen does have an expiration date, so make sure you check the label. If it doesn't have a label, just open it up, write it on the bottle, and throw it away after 3 years. But really, if you're using enough sunscreen, it shouldn't last you 3 years.
And don't let those clouds fool you.
Those UV rays are still penetrating to our surface. So you do need to treat it like any other sunny day and wear your sunscreen.
So there you have it. The 411 on Sunscreen 101 is on the top of the list.
And it's not just people who need protection, brand names do too, which is what trademarks are all about. Jimmy Rhodes dug deeper on what companies are actually trademarking and found some crazy surprises. Jimmy, what's the deal?
When you think of trademarks, logos probably leap to mind. But when I dove into the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website, I found some surprising ways companies protect other key elements of their brands. First up, words and phrases.
You're the Batman.
You may have heard that the word superhero is owned jointly by DC and Marvel. In fact, geek culture has a bunch of trademarked words. Dungeon Master is copyrighted by Dungeons & Dragons publisher TSR, and 00 in front of any number is owned by the rights holder of
Bond. James Bond.
String words together and you might wind up with a trademarked catchphrase.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Trademarked, and maybe the most recognizable trademark catchphrase.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So if you see any of these on a coffee mug or t-shirt, someone either paid or is getting sued. The next kooky category for trademarks, smells. Hasbro claims the scent of Play-Doh is proprietary. And unlike catchphrases where the words are right there, companies have to include a verbal description of the scent they want to protect.
It's unreal.
In its trademark application, Hasbro sounds like a Play-Doh sommelier. A unique scent formed through the combination of a sweet, slightly musky vanilla-like fragrance with slight overtones of cherry and the natural smell of a salted wheat-based dough. Experts say it pairs well with boogers. Finally, you can trademark sounds. Pop culture is riddled with trademark sounds, from current to retro.
You've got mail.
To really, really old. So if you make an identifiable sound, emit a distinctive odor, or frequently use a catchphrase, protect it. Knowing your trademarks is what's the deal. What's the deal? Yeah, that's kind of catchy.
And the trademark of this year's food fads? Believe it or not, some of your favourite treats are going goth. That's right. Lindsay Granger says chefs are going to a dark place because gothic food and drinks are what's trending.
Move over, Unicorn Trend. The dark and mysterious 1980s Gothic look is making a comeback. This time, it's not about clothes and shoes. It's all about goth food and drinks. I've got 3 tasty trends you should try. First up, the Goth Latte.
Your Goth Latte is made with just activated charcoal. So instead of adding sugar and things that are bad for you, you're adding something that's good for you. But in a lot of ways, it is the anti-unicorn.
The ingredients are simple. Just break open a charcoal pill, which you can find at your local grocer.
And then all you're going to do is add espresso to the base, mix it up, and then add milk over the top like a regular latte.
And you can eat charcoal for sure?
Absolutely. It's actually really good for you. Any toxins that are in your body will latch to that charcoal and help filter them out of your system.
Next, we stopped at the Jade Bar at the Sanctuary Resort in Phoenix for a goth cocktail.
What we have here is we have a gin. It's a local gin from Arizona. And we have Cointreau, which is an orange liqueur. And we have Coca Americano, which is like an aperitif. And we infused each one of those with black licorice.
Oh my God, it sounds delicious.
Well, let's see if it is.
To infuse your spirits, leave the licorice sitting in them overnight. Then add equal parts lemon juice, Coca Americano, which is a sweet white wine, orange liqueur, and gin. Then add ice and shake it up. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're not doing too bad for a beginner.
Let's see here. That is so delicious. And I taste the licorice.
You can taste the licorice, you can taste the lemon.
What a good blending of flavors. Such a smart idea. And the final goth food trend, ice cream. Yes, black ice cream is a thing, and LA-based ice cream shop Little Damage is even serving up a matching cone. The official flavor is almond charcoal, and the black color actually comes from activated charcoal. But don't fret, you can still add colorful toppings if you don't want your soul to get too dark. Discovering the darker side, because going goth is what's trending.
And from dark food to golden lager, if your dad loves a cold one, why not celebrate Father's Day with some fun beer accessories? We've got dad-worthy beer gadgets on the breakdown.
This bud's for all the guys who keep the action from getting out of hand.
Ah, nothing's better than a frosty cold beer.
Well, you tell him, partner.
But you can make it better when you combine that cold one with these cool gadgets. First up, we're splashing into the suds with floating beer pong.
Woo!
Oh! It's got your standard cup holders and comes with 3 balls. If the pool's too challenging, you can also use it on a regular table. Get it at Walmart for about $30. Next up, turn any day into Oktoberfest with Das Kannenstein.
This turns any 12-ounce can of suds into a fancy German Stein.
You can drink beer hall style for about $9 on Amazon. We're going green at number 3. eCool has an underground beer fridge that installs easily and uses no electricity. This stealthy beer safe manually cranks out up to 24 cold ones. It even works in hot areas. At $369, it is steep. But hey, we're trying to save the planet here. Finally, the Cap Zappa. It's a bottle opener and a toy all in one.
The magnet holds the beer cap in place, and then you aim and shoot.
These are conveniently sold in 2 packs so your friends can defend themselves. They're about $10 on Amazon, making beer drinking even more fun on The Breakdown.
Get this, there are more than 3 million reported cases of the flu every year. Coming up, watch what happens when the man flu hits in this hilarious viral video. I'm gonna die. Plus, get a better job just by changing your clothes. And super comfortable travel pillows you've got to see. Stay tuned, there's more coming up on the list.
Cars 3 is cruising into theaters tomorrow, which is a big deal in my house, but it is far from the only kids movie coming soon, getting the family revved up for fun on the hot list.
Time to go! The first kids movie on our list, Cars 3. In theaters Friday, Lightning McQueen faces challenges many of us are up against: technology and aging.
You can't turn back the clock, kid. But you can wind it up again.
Luckily, Lightning's got his friends by his side to help him through this difficult time.
You know what I'd do?
What?
I don't know. I got nothing.
Or at least cheer him on.
Go McQueen!
Now to another sequel for the kiddos, The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature, is at number 2.
Yeah!
Will Arnett is back as the voice of Surly the Squirrel, who has to get all his animal friends together to stop their home from being replaced by a new amusement park.
We might be tiny, but together we're giants.
Safe to say you do not want to mess with these critters.
Whack that mole! How do you like it? How do you like it? The very existence of this game offends me.
Stuff your cheeks with popcorn. It's in theaters August 11th.
What should we do?
Try to not get killed.
I'll try. But I can't make any promises.
The third animated movie on our list isn't a sequel. That's kind of refreshing, isn't it? It's Coco.
We don't know where we are.
Where these characters are is in the land of the dead.
Do you mind?
In theaters November 22nd, Coco, which boasts an all-Latino voice cast, tells the story of a boy named Miguel and his dog Dante, who venture through a mysterious land to track down a legendary musician and learn about their family's history.
Welcome! Anything to declare?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Now, bear with me. We are going to keep the family fun going with the help of a cute little bear named Paddington. His sequel is at number 4.
What is your name?
Paddington?
Paddington.
January 12th, when most bears are hibernating, Paddington is in theaters, and you'll see that not much has changed. He's still just as lovable and just as clumsy.
Ow.
But it's okay. His human family is there to help him through thick and thin.
This is breaking and entering.
I haven't broken anything.
Cracking up with kids' movies on the hot list.
Now that the kids are entertained, let's take care of our other favourite family members, our pets. There are organisations out there doing some amazing things to help our furry friends in need. Doggy do-gooders on the hit list.
Here are 3 cat and doggy do-gooders changing the lives of our four-legged friends. First up, the pet adoption organisation, Show Your Soft Side.
Animal abuse in the city was kind of on the rise, so they thought that if they could get some athletes involved and show kids that it's cool to be nice to animals, you know, it would help change things in the other direction.
With professional tough guys as role models, the Show Your Soft Side project in Baltimore raises funds and awareness for rescues everywhere.
We may be stopping animal cruelty before it starts.
Come over here, Gunner.
Next, Gunner's Wheels Foundation. Jason Parker's dog, Gunner, was hit by a truck and ended up needing a cart to get around. Gunner had a lot of community support, so the Parkers decided to pay it forward.
Oh, hold on. He is so ready to get in the water.
The Gunner's Wheels Foundation now has a fleet of loaner carts for those who can't afford them.
Elsie, you got your wheels?
Third on our list of amazing animal welfare projects, Cones of Fame.
Good girl.
The dreaded Cones of Shame have been given a facelift by photographer Erin Einbender.
Stick.
Spayed and neutered dogs at shelters wearing cones were being overlooked, so Erin and friends designed stylish cones to help them find forever homes. All dogs in the first Cones of Fame project were adopted, and Einbender plans on continuing the project. Rugged men, wheel carts and custom cones. on the hit list.
And just like wearing the right cone can make all the difference for a pup, studies show the right clothes can help you close deals and open doors. We've got dressing strategies to make your work wardrobe work for you on The Stylist.
Getting dressed for work in the morning can be a chore, but psychologist and author Dr. Jennifer Baumgartner has some tips and tricks to make you look sharp and help you get ahead. First, suit up.
The study for the Journal of Experimental Psychology showed that when you dress up more formally, you're better able to negotiate, you're less likely to be talked down, and you're also more likely to feel powerful.
Men, this is especially important for you. It's backed by science.
When you dress more casually in workplace experiments, you are more likely to have lower testosterone.
Dressing casual can actually affect your work.
You're more likely to back down. You're more likely to actually lose the respect of those that you're negotiating with. And you often sweat the small stuff rather than looking at the bigger picture.
Just make sure it's well tailored.
If you're wearing something that's not fitting you properly, it's more likely that people assume that you're of lower social status, lower intelligence, and not able to do your job as professionally as you actually can.
Next, pay attention to the details.
If you know how to iron your suit, make sure your buttons are secured, clean your heels, you're going to show that you're detail-oriented both in your wardrobe as well as in your workplace.
Third on our list, don't be afraid to stand out.
You don't want to be a clone of your coworkers. You want to stay within the bell-shaped curve of normalcy, but you want to be on the edges.
Try a colorful shoe or tie, but don't go too far.
Use your clothing to show your personality, show that you're a little different, and stand out from the rest.
And finally, women, be careful of your heels.
Be aware of the message that your heel is sending. Often there are negative associations the higher the heel.
Keeping them low can mean your education status goes up.
It is shown through studies with the American Orthopedic Society that the higher the heel, the less educated you actually are.
Dressing for success on The Stylist.
Now from the list, cut back on that Joe. Here are 3 ways to boost your energy without a cup of coffee. 1. Grind chewable coffee pouches. They're made with vitamins and nutrients that help keep you alert. 2. Double Kicks caffeinated hot sauce. A teaspoon is all you need to spice up your day. And 3. Einstein Brothers Espresso Buzz Bagel. It's a bagel sandwich boosted with caffeine. Yum! For the latest trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
If you're planning a trip this summer but are dreading the long car ride or flight and the stiff neck you're going to get from it, relax. We've got the latest and greatest in super cool and super comfortable travel pillows on the lowdown.
Get ready to have a nap attack. At number 1, Voyage Pillow, a compact collar that wants you to catch Z's with ease.
You can use it over your eyes, around your neck, against the window, around your hand. The possibilities are endless.
Loaded with microbeads for comfort, you can wear it in a few different positions, and it comes in 3 cool colors. It's available to pre-order for $23 and plans to ship this month. At number 2, Wool Lip, a travel pillow that wants you to lean into your lethargy.
For maximum comfort, place the pillow on the tray table. Relax the shoulders and rest the head on top.
Inflatable and foldable. You slip your arms through and use it to prop you up. It also has a hole for your face like a massage chair that allows you to use your smartphone or tablet while you rest. This one's out now for $55. And at number 3, the Duo. Say bon voyage to sleepiness with this more traditional neck pillow that is also inflatable and foldable.
With our patented wide mouth inflation valve, you can literally get the Duo blown up in 2 breaths. No more huffing and puffing on the standard tiny valve.
One position stops your head from bobbing, another lets you lean forward and give it a squeeze. You can even flip it over for added neck support if you like to lean back.
On the outside of the pillow, we've included a small pocket that can be used to keep your phone or other valuables close by.
This one's available to pre-order for $30 and plans to ship in July. For all the info on these products, head on over to thelisttv.com. Cushions to bolster your comfort on the lowdown.
Now, from the list. Don't waste your money. Here are 3 things you should be buying secondhand. 1. Musical instruments. They can be crazy expensive new, but if you shop around, you could buy it used for half the price. 2. Furniture. Used doesn't mean worn out. Check out flea markets for deep discounts. And 3. Tools. Watch for citywide garage sales to grab that steal. For the latest trends, DIY and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Want to binge watch The List? Stream us on Roku. Access more trends, deals, and life hacks on TV's #1 streaming device. Add The List to your Roku now. On the next list, 1. Don't eat popcorn to get in the mood. 4 surprising foods that can lower your libido. 2. City living at a small town price. Metro areas where your dollar will go farther. And 3. Fun first date drinks to help break the ice and keep you relaxed. All that on tomorrow's list.
All right, guys, face it. Some of us do not take being sick too well. We cough, we sneeze, and we think the world is ending. Sad but true. And also kind of funny. The man flu. It's on the viral list.
What is it, nurse?
He has the flu.
My God. Not the man flu.
Yes, the man flu. The dreaded illness of guys thinking they're way more sick than they actually are.
How are you feeling?
Terrible. I've got a runny nose.
New Zealand comedians Jono and Ben put this video together and admit it. Either you or a spouse has acted like this at least once before.
I'm gonna die. Not on our watch.
Obviously not, he's barely even ill.
We've got the whole video on thelisttv.com so you can share it with the victims of man flu in your life. Coughing up some comedy on the viral list.
Guys, I think I'm coming down with something. It's bad.
Oh,
it's really
brother.
bad.
Alert the masses, everybody.
Yeah.
Jared has the man. Oh, yeah. Nice try there, buddy. Now get back to work. Go on, wrap up the show.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.